student intervene, he entered the classroom. Krishna was simply dressed, a casual shirt, jeans, and chappals. The debate was happening after regular working hours in the college, nothing out of the ordinary for the students of the AISC. Salam everyone, Krishna greeted everyone. Then turning to the student, he said, "We are not against any religion, but those Hindu organizations that force their views on innocent minorities and the lower castes are not to be tolerated. I am from a backward family and I know what it feels like to be one. They want Hindu Raj to prevail in India by barring the reserved castes from entering politics. If the minorities pick up weapons, they're called Naxalites. But if someone else does it, it becomes nationalism." The student who had raised the objection fell silent. Krishna went on. "Today, nationalism is nothing but bad-mouthing our neighbors. Only Brahmins are allowed to speak freely. Dr. Ambedkar is remembered only as a Dalit and not as a scholar. We don't need a certificate of patriotism from Akhil Bhartiya Chhatra Parishad. These fascist forces want everyone to blindly follow their ideologies and do not entertain differing opinions. They are denying our right to speak out against caste discrimination." Encouraged by a wave of applause, Krishna continued. "Despite this wave of intolerance, we have to have full faith in the Constitution of India. If someone tries to challenge it, we will retaliate. We must debate the concept of violence with them. The caste system is one of the biggest problems in this country, and this culture of exploitation, along with that of Brahminism, should be destroyed. We must educate people about the caste system and bring reservation into every sector, including the private. We stand for equal rights. We stand for the right to live." Taken over by a wave of passion, Krishna concluded the session along with the professor. Once everyone had left, he went up to the student who had objected to the criticism of Hinduism. The student had come to the session on Krishna's advice. He had been the victim of discrimination merely hours ago, and Krishna had informed him of an organization that worked to preserve the right of the lower castes. The student was still a little hesitant, and Krishna knew he had to proceed cautiously. "See, our organization is for the youth of our community. Youth like you who have suffered. The motive of our movement is to spread the correct virtues of humanity and to help people educate themselves about basic human rights. We have a core section in the AISC, wherein the more dedicated students are given important tasks to execute. Teachers come from different universities to guide us in the right direction. Would you like to join that team and spread our cause?" The student nodded, slightly confused but totally hypnotized by Krishna's words. Krishna took that as a yes and welcomed him into their group with a handshake. The overwhelmed student, mollified by the handshake, still felt that there was something about Krishna which he couldn't quite figure out. "I want to give you a task. I have full faith in you and your courage. On the completion of this task, there is scope for promotion, more recognition, more responsibilities." Krishna said. "What's it all about?" asked the student. "You have to deliver some parcels to Ambala. It's a bit far, but don't worry. Everything will be taken care of. Ever been to Ambala?" "Never." "Our organization offers help to those who do not have access to basic rights like education. Through these parcels, we have mediators to make sure these parcels reach them safely." "These parcels?" "They contain books and other stationery. You need to deliver them to Ambala. Once you do it, you will have made your first contribution towards our movement, Kranti." Sensing his apprehension, Krishna encouraged his new compatriot. "I trust you. It's not a big deal, and you can do it. You don't want the students of your community to suffer, right?" "When do I have to leave?"